Welcome back, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back, IWC. It's your old buddy, the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy, and I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Coming to you live to tape 25 feet below the surface of the earth. Wait a minute. We go through this every time, and we're going to go through it again. I'm live, but I am taping this. Fuck it. You guys get the idea. Welcome back, fans. As I always say, it's me. It's the GOC. And we have a big one here for you guys today here on Chaos Corner. Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. Drop an elbow on that like button. Subscribe, share it out, leave a comment, email me, inbox me, do something. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you, the fans. What we're going to do here today on Chaos Corner, all the way back in the time machine to War Games, The Bomb, the Great American Bash 1987, with the original, that's right, you see it, the VHS cover. We're going old school here at Chaos Corner, as only I can do. We're going to review it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to watch it. And much love and respect for everyone that's here today. I can't thank you enough. Now, fans, I'm going to, before we get into the bout here for War Games 1, The Bomb, I'm going to read you a little bit of what's here on the cover for War Games Bash 87. 1 and 2. We're going to start off with 1. Right now, walking to the ring, Nikita Koloff, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors, and Precious Paul Ellering. Does it get any better than that? And on the other side, you have the Nature Boy Ric Flair, Lex Luger, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, J.J. Dillon. Fans, we're getting ready to start right here in the double steel cage, the one that started it all. War Games at Bash 87. So sit back and relax, grab a beverage. I'm going to do the play-by-play and the color commentary all at the same time. The match beyond the War Games. Bash 87 was an event before it took place. Just a mention of a dangerous new kind of match called War Games. The match beyond was enough to ignite the curiosity of hundreds of thousands of fans nationwide. Now, here on Chaos Corner, you're going to have a ringside seat to the best of the Bash of 87, especially the War Games. That's where we're starting off. From Atlanta, and Greensboro, and Charlotte, and Miami. You'll see War Games 1 when Precious Paul Ellering, the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, and Nikita Koloff battle the Four Horsemen and J.J. Dillon. 10 men. So to be dead men. 10 men locked in a combat by a steel cage where the only way to win is by submission of the opponent. The resulting injuries called for a rematch in War Games 2. And it's all included here on Chaos Corner. So don't go anywhere, fans. You'll see Nikita Koloff and Lex Luger and Ric Flair, Jimmy Garvin, matches featuring Dr. Death, Steve Williams, Freebird Michael Hayes, and the rest of the Freebirds, Bam Bam and Buddy Jack, the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette, Barry Windham, Big Bubba Rogers, Ronnie and Jimmy Garvin with Precious, and much, much more here on Bash 87 for Chaos Corner. In the ring, we start off War Games, the match beyond. It's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Double A, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson, to start off. Fans, go back and check this out. We start right here on this videotape with Dusty Rhodes and Arn Anderson in the two rings, surrounded by the cage with the cage on top. So watch along with us if you dare. They're showing Ric Flair, J.J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard outside, sitting down. Unbelievable. You can't make it up. Dusty holding on to the cage from the top, jam-packed in the arena, fans. We don't want to get too much volume here. We certainly don't want any copyrights or to screw with the algorithm. Go back and check out the over 2,800 videos here on the channel. Navigate, go to the playlists. Unbelievable. Story time, Chaos Corner, Pro Wrestling History, AEW, the WWE, classics, all here on the channel. Dusty Rhodes with the lefts to the rights. And a nut shot to Arn Anderson, a low blow. There's my nutcracker. Arn Anderson is singing soprano, and Dusty gives the finger to everybody at ringside. Luger, Tully, JJ. It doesn't get much better than that. And of course, the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair. We're going to try to condense this so we don't stay here for all of the matches. I want to keep your attention here. We're only 5 minutes, 6 minutes in here on Chaos Corner. Arn Anderson throw Dusty to the far side. Dusty with a beautiful DDT. This was, I remember this like yesterday, 1987, fans. Let that sink in. Let that marinate. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. What am I at this time? 24, 25 years old? You know I am the old man brand, the over 50 demo god, the big 6-0, and that's where I was at this time in my life. Where were you guys? Leave a comment. Now Dusty, going to the second rope, dragging Arn Anderson up there with him, taking his face to the top of the cage that's going over the rope and grinding it like a cheese grater back and forth. Arn Anderson's busted open already. Dusty smashing his head into the cage, and Anderson is a crimson mask already. It goes to throw the left hand, misses, and does the Fosbury flop, the Flintstone flop, face first. Again, the crowd was jammed to capacity in these events. War Games 1, War Games 2, I mean, they really were incredible events. Make no mistake about that. As we try to adjust the board here, you guys know I'm going with the old op board from the 80s, right? You guys know that, right? We have the beautiful background, so hopefully you won't get distracted. Arn Anderson trying to get back on Dusty. Dusty crawls to the other side. The two rings. It's going to be fast and furious here. Now, the match beyond doesn't start until all the grapplers get in the ring. Dusty takes Arn face first into the steel cage. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Double A. Down goes Arn. I got to get amped up and pumped up for this. I hope everybody had a great weekend, an Easter weekend. He is risen. Cheers. Double A and Dusty Rhodes starting off War Games here. 1987. Classic historical videos you get here on Chaos Corner. Arn Anderson goes for the big knee drop. Misses. Dusty setting him up. Spinning toe hold into the figure four. Here it is. Listen to the crowd. And Dusty's got it locked in. And it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. The match doesn't start until all 10 guys get in the fucking ring. And I apologize for cussing. I know I don't have to. JJ and Luger and Flair and Tully Blanchard are beside themselves here at ringside. You should see the mass humanity here. The two rings, the cage surrounding the two rings, and then the cage on top. So I'm thinking, what is the cage? Maybe 12 feet in the air to the top of the cage, and give or take. I mean, I don't know. There's the bell. Now it's one-on-one with Dusty right now and Arn Anderson. There's the bell. And let's see who comes in next. And I believe it's for the Four Horsemen, whoever the next opponent is. And it's going to be a 2-on-1 against the American Dream. Was there anybody? Tommy Young is there ringside trying to figure out who's next. Did the old coin toss, the coin flip? Let's see who comes in next. And the Horsemen win. And who they send it in? I believe, you would have thought that I never saw this before. But that's the motivation and passion that you get there. And here comes Tully Blanchard. Like a Tasmanian devil coming into the ring. It's Tully and Arn now against Dusty Rhodes, taking over on the American Dream. With rights, lefts, and Dusty fighting back with the double elbows, the dipsy-do, bang! And down goes Anderson and Tully. This is tremendous. I got goosebumps. I got chills. Oh, and Tully Blanchard with a big knee to the Bonds, the Ponzone of the American Dream, if you will. And right now, the Brainbusters, well, that's what they ended up being in the WWF. Anderson and Tully taking over right now. Tully's holding Dusty Rhodes by the chin lock from behind as Arn Anderson just lays in those clubbing left hands. They're showing J.J. Dillon at ringside. Now remember, as managers, J.J. Dillon and Paul Ellering were both involved in this match, taking the fucking bumps like I did. I told you that. I say it all the time, and I put myself in their caliber. Cornette, Gary Hart, Jimmy Hart, Freddie Blassie, Captain Lou, J.J. Dillon, Precious Paul Ellering. The list goes on in the GOC. That's right, that's me. Yeah, okay. I didn't sign a contract. I was in the independents. I've been in this industry for over 3 decades. But remember, I came out 2 and 3 times a night on every show, booked over 100 times a year, and took the bumps. How many of you can say that out there that are podcasters? Because this isn't a podcast. This is a show. Cinematic. Episodic. YouTube. And there's the bell. And here comes in the Animal. It's evened up right now. It's Road Warrior Animal and Dusty Rhodes. Animal taking over on Tully. Throws him over both sets of ropes into the second ring. Down goes Arn Anderson. And look, the old bang into the he's doing basically standing sit-ups with Tully Blanchard. The Animal smashing Tully face first into the cage as Dusty takes over in the other ring. Look at the mass humanity. Whoa, what a rush. This Animal goes insane here in the War Games. It's Animal and Tully on one side. Far side goes Blanchard. Big shoulder block by the Animal. Flying shoulder block. Down goes Blanchard. Dusty laying in those trademark elbows on Arn Anderson. Anderson's on Queer Street. He's reeling. He's on his heels. And now Road Warrior Animal taking Tully's face and grinding it across the cage like a cheese grater. As I said earlier, this truly is the match beyond brutality, physicality. And now Dusty and Animal taking over on Tully with clubbing lefts and rights as Tully's going bouncing back and forth like he's on a swing back and forth on the ropes in between the cage. Arn Anderson on the other side again, rocking and reeling and on his heels. Tully's in big trouble. The American Dream. And here comes Arn Anderson out of nowhere off the second rope. Animal with a huge clothesline. Stay with me, fans. Stick with me here on Chaos Corner. I'm amped up today. I'm full of piss and vinegar. We're ready. The bell's got to be close, and then the 4 horsemen will get the advantage, and it'll be 3-on-2. Right now, Rhodes is a bloody mess. Arn Anderson's a bloody mess. Tully Blanchard gets tossed into the cage, face first by the American Dream. Road Warrior Animal throws Arn into the cage, and there's the bell. Here comes the 5th contestant. It's going to be 3 against 2, and it's the Nature Boy. And Nature Boy out of nowhere, nimble as a minx, like a lion, jumps on the Animal, and here comes Dusty Rhodes to help out the Animal. Tully Blanchard taking over on Dusty, and now the huge back knife edge chops by Flair. Animal doesn't sell it and powers up. But double teamed. Arn Anderson. Flair, face first, goes Animal into the cage. There's going to be a lot of blood loss here on Chaos Corner. Sit back, strap yourself in, as I always say. Flair putting the boots to Dusty Rhodes. Now let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Flair doing the wiggle. What are you doing, Flair? Concentrate on the match. Flair and Anderson off the ropes. Face first into the cage goes Road Warrior Animal. Right now it's 3 against 2. The 4 horsemen have the advantage over Dusty and Animal, but when the bell rings, it's going to be 3-on-3. Remember, it doesn't start until all 10 men are in the ring. Anderson laying in the right hands as Flair holds a Road Warrior Animal. Dusty out of nowhere, big clothesline on Double A, clothesline on the Nature Boy. The action is fast and furious here at Chaos Corner. I hope you guys are ready for this. An Animal with a low blow to Tully Blanchard. I said it before, I'll say it again, he's singing soprano. Now Flair taking over on Animal. Eye rake, one of my favorite maneuvers back in the day. I got an eye rake, you guys. Flair and Anderson, you can feel and hear those chops right here on Chaos Corner, taking over on a bloodied American Dream. Anderson and Flair double teaming the American Dream, and the Dream's face being rubbed across that cage. Say what you guys want about Predetermined. Get in the fucking ring and tell me about the physicality of what goes on in here. I dare ya. Animal down on his back, looking up at the lights. Dusty in the corner, reeling, bloody mess. And here comes the bell, and there it is. The Russian Nightmare, Shatawata, Nikita Koloff is in the ring. Flair and Arn Anderson taking over on Nikita, far side. Off the ring buckle, and double clothesline by Nikita. Down goes Flair, down goes Double A. Nikita's on a rampage, taking it to Tully Blanchard. Animal's back to his feet. Again, it's hard to call the action. 2 rings. Nikita throws Tully face first into the steel fence, the cage. Animal tosses Flair into the cage, face first. Big clothesline by Nikita on Tully Blanchard. Dusty on the second rope, giving lefts and rights to Tully Blanchard. No, wait, to Arn Anderson. And look at this. Animal's got Flair up. Body pressing. 1, 2 off the cage. Big body slam. A good 10 feet in the air. Dusty off the second rope with a knee drop on Arn Anderson. Big trouble right here. Nikita holding down Arn as Dusty drops the elbow across the leg. And Animal just taking over and grinding it out on Ric Flair's face against the steel cage. Fans, bear with me here. This is going to be chaos. I think I already said that. Nikita taking over on Tully Blanchard right now with the big right hands. Blanchard bouncing back and forth like he's a pinball on a pinball machine. All the grapplers are in one part of the ring here in War Games, the match beyond. Oh, and another loss with a 3rd or 4th low blow by the combatants. Arn Anderson hits Road Warrior Animal in the cojones, and Flair's trying to escape Nikita Koloff. He's begging off. There's no begging off Flair in pro wrestling, even though you're the king of it. 15 seconds for the next man to enter the ring. Nikita takes Flair face first into the steel cage, and there goes Flair with the face first flop. He took a Brody. A double drop kick by Animal and Dusty on Arn Anderson. Who knew? Here's the bell. Who's coming in now? And here he is. The total package, Lex Luger, taking over on Nikita Koloff. Now the odds are in favor right now of the 4 horsemen. Big power slam by Luger on Nikita. Shatoda. And here comes Animal. Double axe handle by Lex Luger on Road Warrior Animal. Flair taking over on Nikita. Right now, it's going to be 3-on-1. It's Flair, Lex Luger, Tully. Oh, and another low blow on the Big Russian Nightmare. Sweet soprano. No. Big body slam by Luger on Road Warrior Animal. No, I'm sorry, that was on Nikita. And fans, I'm looking through a cage here. I'm looking through the Oakleys. I'm looking through the team. What do you want me to do, man? Tully Blanchard setting up Nikita. The spike pile driver with Flair from the second rope. Luger and Arn Anderson taking over on the American Dream. But here comes Animal for the save. Elbow smash to the forehead. Animal taking out Luger, taking out Arn. And again, Flair and Tully Blanchard with that second spike pile driver on Nikita Koloff. Luger and Arn are holding Animal and Dusty at bay and Flair and Blanchard are just really laying it in on Nikita, and Dusty's trying to cover up on Nikita right now. Big clothesline by Animal in the other ring, but Lex Luger. Stay with me here, fans. The action's fast and furious. This is what I do. And now they're taking over on Dusty Rhodes, and another pile driver by Arn Anderson on Nikita Koloff. Koloff's in big trouble. 15 seconds, the next combatant, and then the Road Warriors will be equal here, along with Nikita. Who's next to come in? I lost count on who's coming in. On one side, it's Animal and Luger. On the other side, it's Blanchard, Anderson, the American Dream, Ric Flair, Nikita Koloff. And there's the bell. And here comes, oh, what a rush. Road Warrior Hawk takes over on Luger. Big clothesline. Down goes the total package. Animal's beside himself. Picks up Tully Blanchard. Throws him like a dart right into the turnbuckle. Now he's going after the Nature Boy. He meets Arn Anderson first. The big right. Down goes Anderson. Right to the jib. Flair tossed over the top rope by Hawk. Hawk taking over on Arn Anderson. Big knee lift. Now all the grapplers are over on the other side. The Road Warriors, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, Lex Luger, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. Say that 3 times fast. Hawk has Luger in the corner with the big punishing right hands and the boots to the midsection, to the chest, to the sternum. Hawk with the big headbutt on Luger. Over on the other left side of the ring is Nikita Koloff by himself, writhing in pain after those spike pile drivers. And another low blow, big body slam by a Hawk on Luger. And Koloff is really selling that neck from those pile drivers. He's in big trouble here in the War Games. Hawk taking over on Arn Anderson, a prone Arn Anderson, and Flair trying with the knife edge chops again on Animal. No luck, no forearm shivers, forearm quivers. Shake, rattle, and roll. That's what we do here at Chaos Corner. Hawk has Arn Anderson. Lex Luger taking over on looks like Nikita Koloff. Animal and Flair in the corner. Dusty Rhodes is in big trouble. They're working on a leg. Hawk with the reverse knife edge chops on Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson in response with the forearm shivers. Back and forth, do-si-do. The big fist drop by Hawk. Right now, Flair has the figure four on Dusty, holding onto the ropes. A crimson mask, Dusty Rhodes. I already know I used that term. I'll use it again. It's my channel. 15 seconds. Flair still has that figure four locked in on the American Dream. There's the bell. It's pandemonium. It's a Pier 6 brawl, and here comes J.J. Dillon. Remember J.J. in 1994 when I sent you my videotape, my promo tape to get hired by the WWF? And then I saw you in 2019 at the Hall of Fame when I was inducted into the class of 2019, New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, and you said you never saw it. Maybe you forgot. Man, I had the letter. You signed it. Your name was on it, J.J. I digress. Dillon trying to give an elbow to the Road Warriors. It's not happening. Big trouble here. J.J. Dillon, give him credit for getting in there. I know he was a one-time grappler, mid-carder. Big shoulder block by Animal on Luger. Flair with the knife-edge chops on Hawk, and Hawk no selling. Tully and Dusty Rhodes battling it out. J.J. Dillon coming to the other side of the ring. Now it's J.J. trying to choke out Dusty Rhodes. Hawk taking over on Flair. Nikita and Arn Anderson. Big shoulder block by Nikita. Down goes Double A. And Hawk just rubbing the face, grinding it across the steel cage on Ric Flair. Flair is a bloody mess as we speak. Luger taking over on Hawk from behind. Big forearm shivers by the total package. Arn Anderson takes Nikita face first. He throws him into the cage. And now it's Dusty and Road Warrior Animal. Animal holding on to J.J. Dillon as Dusty's laying in the chops. Right now, it's Luger, Flair, and Double A taking over, triple teaming on Road Warrior Hawk. Animal takes Tully, who tried to get him in a sleeper, face first, head first into the steel cage. Luger just hammering away on Nikita Koloff. Arn Anderson is down. Hawk and Flair in the corner, but here comes Luger out of nowhere. 15 seconds, the next combatant comes in. We're getting ready for the War Games to begin, the match beyond. Hawk has Luger. Throws him like a javelin. What's he going to do? There's the bell. Big shoulder breaker by Hawk. The match beyond submission or surrender. All 10 men are in the ring. Paul Ellering has brought in the steel spikes and he's grinding it out on J.J. Dillon. The two managers face to face. Ellering is going to pick up J.J. Dillon. Big atomic knee drop. JJ's in big trouble. Animal and Hawk are on the other side. Flair taking over on Paul Ellering with those knife-edge chops. Luger hammering away on Nikita. Road Warrior and Arn Anderson. Big boot to the jib by Animal on Luger. Dusty being hammered away on. It's pandemonium, the two rings. Dusty coming back. Big rights to Lex Luger. Arn Anderson out of nowhere. And Dusty taking him double knocker on Anderson and Luger. Hawk on Ric Flair. And right now, Ellering is grinding out that steel spike into the face and head of J.J. Dillon. There's blood everywhere. Nikita back on his feet, finally taking over on Luger. Luger far side off the ropes. Big Russian sickle by Koloff. Dusty to the top, holding on to the top of the cage. Animal and Hawk. Tully Blanchard taken out by a big Russian sickle by Koloff. This is chaos. And I know I've said it again. Now here it is. Animal and Hawk taking over on J.J. Dillon. Double team off the ropes. Double clothesline. J.J. Dillon's in big trouble. Flopping around like a flounder that's been pulled out of the ocean. Flair taking over. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. Double knocker by Dusty Rhodes. And here, Animal and Hawk, and they're taking J.J. Dillon and hammering him like a battering ram in a drug dealer's house, face first into the cage. They're setting him up. The Doomsday Device. Everybody's on the other side of the ring, the right side if you're here on the screen. Hawk going to the top. Animal picks up JJ. Here it comes. Hold on. There it is. The Doomsday Device, the clothesline. JJ is down, hurt his shoulder. He's in big trouble. Flair taking the spikes and putting it on Dusty Rhodes right now. Both men bleeding profusely. Arn Anderson staggering around. Animal and Hawk just laying it in on a hapless, helpless, hopeless J.J. Dillon. Arn Anderson trying to come over and save him. Persona non grata for Anderson. Right now, Tully, Lex Luger, and Flair all over Nikita Koloff. Dusty coming over to save Nikita. Right now, the Road Warriors are just pounding away on Dillon, who's bleeding like a stuck pig. And there it is. There's the bell. The match is over. JJ submits to the Road Warriors. The match beyond. And it's still going crazy here in the ring. Hawk, Luger, Dusty, Ellering, JJ, a bloody mess, unconscious in the ring. And we know what happened to this, a legitimate injury, and what happened to his shoulder, JJ Dillon. I believe it was broken. Here it is. It's over, fans. We're a little over 25 minutes in. That was a fast and furious ride here on the War Games. And they're still in the ring. The Dream Team of the Superpowers and the Road Warriors. Don't you dare miss it. We are definitely coming right back to get to War Games 2. I'll say that to say this, because I tell it like it is. Come on back, man. We're just getting started.